of English,
Yeah,
but I can't improve.
I see. So here's the right place to practice. So welcome. And I think he left, but I hope he comes back. So guys, I think today I'm gonna divide you guys in 2 rooms, and I'm gonna put the questions here for you guys to see. The topic today is about travel. So if you guys like to travel and visit new places, this is the right topic for you. And I'm gonna put the questions here, and we are gonna discuss more about this. So yeah, I think he's back, guys. So let me divide you guys in, wait a second. Let me put the questions again because he left, so he needs to see it. And here we go. Can you all see the questions?
Yeah,
So
I see 2 questions here.
yeah, here we go.
Now I see 10 questions in
Yeah,
the chat.
that's right. So guys, the ones that need to go to room 2 will receive an invitation. So please accept it to go to another room. And the others stay here with me to talk. So see you later. I think Fernanda and Julia, you both need to go to room 2. Please. And then we can start. Yeah, so let's go, guys. So first, can you introduce yourself? So let me ask Edna, can you introduce yourself to the group? Your microphone is off, I guess. Your microphone, Edna. I don't think she listened.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry. Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Edna. I live in São Paulo. I have a son. I am a professor in psychology college. In my free time, and I like study English and walk to the park and read the books, watching the series. And I intend improve my English and TNT, and that's it. Okay.
Yeah, nice to see you here today again.
It's a pleasure to talk to you.
So, Jeffrey, can you introduce yourself?
My name is Jeffrey. I'm a Portuguese teacher. I'm a Portuguese teacher, and I have a graduation. Obviously, I'm graduating in Portuguese language and philosophy too. I work at secondary school.
So nice to see you here. I think I was listening to you and then listening to you again. I don't know what happened. with my computer, but nice to see you here today. So, Mariane, what about you? Can you introduce yourself a little bit?
Yeah. Hello, guys. My name is Mariane. I'm from São Paulo. I am 29 years old, and I'm working with marketing, advertising.
So nice to see you today here. And what about Juan? Can you introduce yourself too? Just a little bit.
Good afternoon. My name is Juan. I am 18 years. I am a little nervous because this is my first day. I am studying in the college, and is this.
Don't be nervous.
I am from a little bit.
Don't be. So you're from?
I am from Juazeiro, Bahia.
So nice to see you here. And don't be nervous. Everything is fine. We're gonna just talk. Don't worry. So it's gonna be fun. So the first question I have is, do you like to travel? And what place would you like to visit right now? So, Mariane, do you like to travel?
Yes, I love travel. I love to, I don't know, I forget the word is conhecer places and new places. And in the moment, I stay in UK, in Liverpool for 3 months for studying English. And in the moment, right now, this is my favorite places. I love it, living here.
That's really interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love that. So, Edna, what about you? Do you like to travel?
I love to travel too. I like and talk to many people, know many cultures. And this now I want to travel Italy, because I miss Italy. I have friends in Italy, in Roma, in Florence, and now I want to visit my friends.
That's pretty nice. So, Jeffrey, what about you? Do you like to travel?
I like to travel, but in this moment, I travel into the books, sci-fi, science fiction books, horror books, and fantasy books. I like to read a lot, but I think I intend to travel in the future from Asia and Africa, South Africa, or in Asia, Egypt, maybe Egypt, Sierra Leone, or let me remember the name. Sierra Leone, Ivory Coast, in a lot of places where people can speak English, obviously.
Yeah, I see. It's very interesting. I like the place.
Asian Africa.
Yeah.
And you know, the other places in South Pacific, like Polynesia. Maybe that's Polynesia. I don't know. Africa
That's
in Asia.
Yeah. That's
Europe.
cool. Europe too, yeah.
Go on.
So, Juan, what about you? Do you like to travel?
Yes, I do. I like visit Canada, or anywhere have snow. Rain snow is so good. I know snow. And other place, this is good. Like United States or Paris. This is so good for me.
Yeah, I love those places too. So the second question is, have you ever traveled abroad, and like, how was it? Did you have time to enjoy the trip too? Mariani, can you answer this question first, please?
Yeah. Yes, the moment I am travel. Yes, I have time here because I'm stay here for 3 months. I have a time for the, I don't know, curtir, enjoy the trip, not so study every time. The intercom is very important, and you walking for the city, speak on other people's, eating the restaurants or visiting museums. So I have enjoyed the trip very much.
So what about you, Edna? Have you ever traveled abroad?
Me
and
too,
had time
Mariana.
to enjoy?
Yes, I have ever. I have traveled abroad many times in Italy and India for 3 times. It's very interesting experience. In Italy, I did exchange because I speak in Italy and improving Italy in this exchange. But it's very interesting como Mariana, né? I visit many places and the museums and the church and then the very places. Is for me is I have time and to enjoy in this visits in this trip.
That's cool. That's pretty interesting. So you're a polyglot.
No,
Yeah.
no,
Yeah.
I try speaking English.
You're a polyglot. Yeah.
No. I speak comfortable in Italy, but in English, no. In English is very, very hard for me.
No, but you're gonna get used to English with time, and then yeah. So Jeffrey, what about you? Have you ever traveled abroad?
Not yet. But I pretend to do this.
Yeah, me neither, actually. Yeah, but I hope. So Juan, what about you? Have you ever traveled abroad?
No, I never. But I traveled for Maceió. This is so good, and there are nice beach, and this is only where I travel.
Yeah, I live in Rio, so here we have a lot of beaches, but like I'd like to visit the north and the northeast of Brazil because I think it's beautiful. So I'd like to visit one day. It's like really one of my goals. So yeah. So the third question is, tell us a funny story that you've already had in a trip. Any trip, a funny story or something that you have to tell, like this. So anyone have, I won't ask one by one, but like anyone have a funny story that I'd like to share? No? Anything? Marianne?
Oh my God, every day. Every day is a fun story for me because here I'm stay alone here. So I don't speak English very well. Obviously, I'm stay here for study. And every day I have a fun story. And so I don't remember nothing specific now, but stay alone, it's very hard when you don't speak very well. But it's very important for me because I am developing my English a lot. So, but I don't remember fun story now.
So anyone else have or not? No? So let's continue. So the fourth question is, would you rather to travel by plane, train, or car? What's your favorite? So, Edna, do you have a favorite one? What do you prefer?
I think it depends the trip, depends the place. I like a train, but the distance in this far away is difficult. I prefer the plane, but I like travel the train because it's possible see the environment, the ambient environment, and it's very good. A car, I don't like driving car when I in vacancy because I am very stressed with car in São Paulo because the traffic is terrible and I don't like it. But see, if you other person driving, okay. But I prefer train. I love train. Okay.
Yeah, I agree with you. Like for me, train is like, it's really great because you can see the environment, you can see the places like better. So you can enjoy more. For me, it's like this. So Mariane, what about you? What do you prefer, plane, train, or car?
Maybe train or car because I didn't like to travel in the plane. For me, it's very tiring. And the car, I prefer car because car you can stop and I don't know, descansar, eu não lembro agora.
Take a rest.
In rest?
Take a rest. Take a rest.
Take a rest, yeah.
Take rest.
Yeah. In some places, I don't know. The plane for me, it's horrible. Train, it's okay. Car, it's better.
Yeah, I think you have a point. So Jeffrey, what about you? What's your favorite one?
I would like to travel by train. It's better to see environment in many places. It would be very good. Train, interesting way to watch the scenes around any places.
So what about you, Juan? What's your favorite way to travel? Plane, train, or car?
I never travel by plane or train, but when I travel, it was bus. It was by bus, but it's not good. It's so uncomfortable. It's so hard. 8 hours inside a bus is not good. But I prefer car.
So, the fifth question is, what are the pros and cons about traveling alone? So, Mariane, can you answer this one first?
Yeah. For me, not have a cause. For me now, if I'm stay here alone, for me have a lot of pros, because when you travel alone, for me it's very good, because for example I grow up a lot here, so it's very important is stay with myself alone, so it's perfect.
Yeah, I see. So,
And
Edna, what
you
about
don't
you?
speak in Portuguese. You
Yeah.
train your English. It's very good.
Yeah. It's a
It's
way
very-
to force yourself, you know?
Yeah.
It's very difficult in the expression emotions or the opinion in English, you know.
Yeah.
For me, it's the same. I agree, Mariana, because I love travel alone. Because I like my independence of the stay on many times in the, for example, on museum, on church, or I like história da arte, como é que eu falo?
I think it's art history.
Art history.
Art history.
Art history. And I like the architecture and visit the museums. And I like and spend the time alone. But when I travel, for example, one person, for example, my son is very good in travel with him, because I respect the time in each other, and this is very good, because it's a possible comment and change the idea. It's very good, but in general, I travel alone. I prefer. I don't like, for example, travel in group. For me, it's very difficult. But in determination situation is necessary. For example, when I travel to India, I don't like travel alone. No, for me, it's very difficult, because the places I don't have security for me. And in this case, the group, okay. But in general, I prefer alone.
Yeah, I see. I understand. So, Jeffrey, what about you? What are the pros and cons about traveling alone? Question 5.
Question 5, yeah. To me, travel alone is not very, very safe. I would like to travel with my wife, but alone, no, it's not very safe. Especially in new places, in new countries. We don't know people's in that place, where that place is very, very, I think, very, 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 was it not cautious? It's not safe to stay alone. Depends. depends in certain circumstances, but in general, it's not safe. I prefer travel with my wife. Two persons, I don't know, but we both we both can solve problems. That's it.
Yeah. So what about you, Juan? Do you have you ever traveled by yourself? And what are the pros and cons about traveling alone for you?
I never traveled alone. When I traveled, it was my family. And sure, traveled with my family is so good because we are sharing good moments together.
Yeah. So the sixth question is, what country would you avoid going, and what country would you love to visit? So, Edna, do you have a country that you wouldn't go ever, and a country that you would love to go?
I think I would like to visit Spanish. In particular, I want Sevilla in Granada. It's my dream. And Liverpool in English. Yeah, I think Portugal. I want to visit, and in Brazil, I want visit the north, because I have never travel, because the tourism in Brazil is very expensive. It's more expensive than is the abroad. Now the dollar is and the euro is very, very disparado, né? But many years ago is more expensive the tourism in the Brazil, and then abroad. But I want to visit Canal.
Yeah,
many places.
Yeah, many places here. They're really beautiful. So, Mariani, what about you? Do you have a place that you'd like to visit and a place that you wouldn't?
Number 6, yeah. Oh, for me, I would like to meet the world. So for me, it's none. Maybe countries, how, I don't know, India, Egypt. I don't travel alone, but my dream is to meet all countries, or a maximum that I can. Because very, very expensive travel nowadays. But and the country I love to visit, for me, Canada and New Zealand. I think New Zealand. It's my perfect countries.
Where do you live, Mariana?
Now I'm in Liverpool.
Liverpool.
Yeah.
Oh, very good.
Yeah. Come on, it's very nice, the city.
Oh, do you do the exchange?
No. I'm staying here for study for 3 months, and in May I'm come back from Brazil.
Oh, very good.
So, Jeffrey, what about you? What place you'd like to visit and a place that you wouldn't like to go?
I wouldn't like to visit Sri Lanka. In that country, I watched in a TV program. There are a lot of bombs under the ground, on the ground, because of the war that occurred many years ago. So, this country is very dangerous because of the bombs underground. Sri Lanka in Asia.
That's really interesting. It's like a country
Other
that
countries are many countries in Europe. England is an interesting place, I think, because of the English too, where British accent is interesting. I like to listen British English.
It's really
channel.
beautiful.
I like to.
Yeah.
Liverpool is interesting to me. I like to search YouTube, British YouTubers, in order to listen many accents. I like to listen. South Africa, Canada, UK, Sierra Leone, and in many other countries where people can speak English like English as a first language and second language. It is important for us, non-native language speakers. It's important to listen English from native and non-native countries, England, France, England, Ireland, in UK, Scotland, in Africa, many countries, especially South Africa, in South Africa, Sierra Leone, in Africa, in Asia, apart is Sri Lanka, many others. That's it.
So, what about you, Juan? Is there a place that you like to visit and a place that you wouldn't?
I would like to visit as many countries as possible, and maybe I wouldn't like Japan because his food is so different for me. Maybe I don't like his food, but Canadá, Estados Unidos, Europa, I like it.
So, the second question is, do you remember where did you visit on your last trip? And what was the best trip you've ever done? So, Edna, can you start this one?
My last trip was before the pandemic. One must start the pandemic. I returned to India. My last trip before the pandemic. Oh my gosh. It's very good because I travel with a group of meditation, and I visit many places, and the gurus important in the India. It's very good. The best, I don't know, is because the trip, all trip is beautiful trip. Is this aspect, and I remember when exchange, I studied the Byzantine art, and I visited Ravenna. Ravenna is the beautiful place. I stay many days, study the church, the art, the Byzantine art, and this year is very important for me because I organization, I schedule in the many places, and I study this aspect of the art. It's very good. Yeah. I don't know. It's a trip. I love travel, and the personnel. Many years ago, I visited Gramado in Brazil, and I enjoy the trip. Is very beautiful trip because my sister stay on with me, and the very good trip in Brazil.
Yeah.
Okay. Yes. Many recordations.
Yeah, I can see. You traveled a lot already.
But
So,
I started the trip, but after when I have 16 years, no, menos 2 years, because before I work a lot and I don't have money, and I work in 2 colleges, and the 29 I retired in one college, and I save the money, this retired, and I continue working in other, and because the money I destination of travel, because I started later travel because I don't have money before. Yeah, it's very good for me now.
I understand. So, Mariane, what about you? Do you remember where was your last trip? And what was the best trip you've ever done? Do you have one?
I don't know, because I didn't travel a lot in my life. For example, this is my first travel abroad, so I don't have a lot to speak yet. But in the future, I hope to have a lot of histories for telling. But now I don't.
So, yeah, you can say it. Just
Oh, I think when I was young, I have never trip because I work a lot and I have money and it's very
Yes.
difficult. But in this moment, my life is different. You know? I am 68 years old, and my life is in other, I don't know, outra fase, other phase. I don't know.
So, Juan, what about you? Do you remember where did you go on your last trip? And what was the best trip you've ever done?
And my last trip is the only trip I done. I was to Maceió. Is the good place, and this is the best trip because this is the only. But I wanna make so many trips in my life.
So what about you, Jeffrey? Where did you visit on your last trip? And what was the best trip you've ever done?
Seven. Question 7. No. Yeah. What is the question? 7. Where
7.
you visit on your last trip? It was in 2008. 2008 in Teresina, Piauí, where I was born. Now I'm here in Salvador, Bahia. I've been living here 20 years. Teresina, Piauí.
Is it great to live in Salvador?
Yeah, there are some problems, but as a city, big cities, it's normal problems living in cities like that, like a Rio, like a Rio.
Yeah, I see. So the next question is, have you ever traveled in business class? Anyone here?
No, I don't
No.
have money.
I have never. I prefer
future.
save the money
Yeah.
for other things.
Very
No,
expensive.
The
no,
next
economical.
Always.
Yeah.
It's only for me. No.
And the next question is, would you like to take a cruise at least once? And where would you like to go? So, Mariani, would you like to take a cruise once?
Oh, yes. Of course. Maybe a cruise to Greece. Greece? Yeah,
Greece.
Greece. So
Greece.
I don't know, must be a beautiful the cruise in the Greece for me. Greece.
Yeah, it must be really beautiful.
Yeah, the ocean is blue, beautiful.
Yeah.
I'm gonna with you, Mariana, in the cruise. A very good idea.
Edna, what about you, Edna? Then, would you like to?
I would like the same. The Mariana is very, very beautiful, and the other place, the Mauritania coast, deve ser, should be beautiful. Must be. I think.
So, yeah, I agree with you guys. I'd like to visit it too. I think it's really beautiful.
Yeah. It's very good dream, no? It's very good.
Dream is necessary.
Oh my gosh, very, very. I like sleep and then the dream. Oh,
dream is necessary. It's necessary.
Necessary.
Certainly.
So, Jeffrey, what about you?
Take a cruise, yeah. Country, I would like to travel to Australia. It would take many days or months. months. I think it would be great because a lot of time to take there.
Yeah, it's a really long trip. But yeah, for me, Australia is one of my favorite places because it's really beautiful. And they also speak in English, so it's easier to practice and to go. Yeah.
Beautiful Australia.
Yeah. So yeah, can you say?
Luana, what about Caribe? Oh,
yeah.
Caribe.
Oh, Caribe is very beautiful.
Really beautiful.
Jamaica?
Organization one trip in our dream.
Yeah.
Let's go.
So, Juan, what about you?
In this moment, I don't like it. This is so uncomfortable for me. Now, in the boat, I have so many nausea. It's not comfortable. It's so scared. It's so many blue for me. In this moment, I don't know tomorrow, né? Is this?
So, guys, the 10th question and the last one. So, what was the longest time you stayed out of your house for a trip? So, Mariani, can you start? How long you've been out?
This travel for 3 months. Longest time in my house.
So, Edna, what about you?
For me, 2 months. The long time, the longest time.
And Jeffrey, what about you? What was the longest time you stayed out of your house for a trip?
I don't understand, Luana.
I think a lot of people left. No, they are back. Yeah.
It's
People are
finished.
coming back.
It's finished time.
Yeah. So hello, Ana and Fernanda. How are you guys? Did you like the conversation? How was it?
Yes, our conversation was very good. The subject is very interesting and it was good. Thanks.
So what about you, Fernanda? How was it for you?
It was really cool. Really liked the subject. Was really interesting.
So guys, I was asking Jeffrey, what was the longest trip, the longest time you stayed out for a trip? So
Almost 2 months in Teresina, Piauí, in the northeast, in the region from our country.
So
Was pretty good with stay with my family, cousins, brothers.
yeah, that's great. So Fernanda, would you like to take a cruise? We were discussing the main room. Would you like to take a cruise and where would you like to go?
I really would like to take a cruise, and I would like to take a cruise here where I live in Rio de Janeiro to watch the Réveillon show, the fireworks show. That would be a really nice moment. The cruise stayed there in the water very close to the show, and then after they go to beaches that are near here, like Búzios and this kind of beaches.
Yeah, I see. So, Anna, what about you? Like, would you like to take a cruise, and where would you like to go?
Yes, I would like to take a cruise. And 3 years ago, I had the opportunity to take a cruise, but my husband, he was afraid to. So he think that he was feeling bad, and but if I wanted to take a cruise, I will have to travel alone, or my kids, or some friends. But I would like to take a cruise to Greece. Yes.
So, yeah, guys, I think for today, that's it. Our time is almost over. So, I'd like to thank you guys for coming today. I love to see you here today again. I hope I see you back in other meetings. Nice to meet you, Anna, for being here today. And yeah, I hope, and Juan too, because it was his first time. So I hope you come back. And thank you for coming today, everyone. And that's it, guys. Bye-bye.